Welcome back to Bruins Game Reactions. Boston Bruins get embarrassed on home ice 6-3 by the Nashville Predators in a game in which they were tied for like 30 seconds at a time and kind of just got embarrassed, really. Nashville gets an empty net, so call it 5-3 then if you want. No one looked great. I mean, not even the goal scorers had a great game, unfortunately. Morgan Geekie fired up after that third goal, and Boston immediately gives up two within the next 3 minutes. I don't know what to do here, honestly. I don't even know what to say, really. There isn't much to say that I haven't already said on this channel. This is probably going to be a shorter video, if we're being honest. Morgan Geekie fired up. Scott Laughton is rumored to be traded and fetching a first round pick. We have Scott Laughton, except not as centered. He's taken 400 less face-offs this year. Younger, better, faster. All I'm saying, Morgan Geekie, out the door. I get that he just scored, but in a hypothetical world where Boston gets a very high draft pick, which that hypothetical is becoming a lot more in practice than anything, probably going to want a left winger for Pasta, or heck, a center even. A center you can kind of buy. It might be Matt Patra, for all we know. Might be Matt Patra, might be Elias Lindholm, Pavel Zacha, Charlie Coyle. Any one of those arguably should be the four centers on this team, and they should just be rolling three lines, and then you got the top line. I love the guy. He seems like a great guy. I've loved his game this season. If you can get a first rounder for him, ship him out the door. You just traded Trent Frederick today and got a second and a fourth for him. You include Max Jones. That was probably just an inclusion to make the money work properly. Man, why don't you do that? If Don Sweeney is a smart man, he's taking calls on Morgan Geekie, at least. People are saying trading Charlie Coyle, all because Ryan Donato is having a breakout year 6 years after the trade happened. 6 years that feels like 2 decades has passed, by the way. I remember being in high school on trade deadline day and seeing that trade come up on my phone. I had no idea who Charlie Coyle was. I loved Ryan Donato. I'm starting to love Charlie Coyle now. This season's been not so great. Over the past 6 years, I've started to love him. He's another guy, though. Kind of down in value. Teams are willing to pay for that, though. So, if you ship him out the door, I wouldn't be the worst idea. Yeah. Obviously, I do have a trade video coming out later today. I say later today, probably tomorrow, for being honest. Breaking down the Trent Frederick trade. That will be on this channel, over on my other set. What else? Yeah. Swayman didn't look good. If Joe Sacco wants to... How do you do that and make the money work? You know what? That's not my issue. You want to LTIR Swayman? Or IR Swayman, I guess, to the end of the season. Yeah. Do that. Call up... Or I guess DiPietro is probably all... I think DiPietro is already in Boston. I haven't seen him be sent down. call him up, get him some playing time. I'm not saying move Swayman. No. I'm not saying move Swayman. I know a lot of people are not going to like that take. Keep Swayman. Korpisalo's looked pretty good. He's looked good. He's looked like a $3 million goaltender. You got a couple young guys down in Providence. See what they can do. See if, obviously, right now, $11.25 million for this season and the next 3 after this, I do believe. 2 to 4. You got Korpisalo and Swayman on the books. Swayman obviously passed that. But you have $11.5 million in goaltenders for the next 2 to 4 years minimum. You could probably trade Korpisalo. All I'm saying, get into the offseason. A couple teams need a goalie. Korpisalo's looked good. He hasn't looked perfect. He hasn't looked far from stellar. This team's defense, though, has been A, decimated, losing your top pair based on ice time, and B, has decided to not play defense but not contribute offensively either. They just haven't been good. So you look to move Korpisalo, see if you can. If you can, great. If you can't, well, whatever. Maybe you move one of the younger prospects. See if you can get a couple picks for them. Don Sweeney's track record with second-round picks hasn't been that bad, actually. Lowride Patra are 2, to name 2. Connor Clifton, who's actually been not bad in Buffalo. I think he's a second-round pick. I'm not sure. I saw this post, 12 hours ago now, when I first woke up today. I don't remember it. I should screenshot it when I had the chance. I didn't. That's on me. His track record of second-round picks hasn't been bad. And they just got another one. Maybe San Jose? If you win the draft lottery, you'll want to make a little tradey. Please? I'm very sorry. I should not have done that. Heck, give San Jose 2 seconds and you're first. And I'd say, okay, done. Heck, give him a second. Give him 3 seconds, if you can. You've got 1 this year, 1 next year, 1 the year after that at least. The 1 this year isn't yours, it's from St. Louis. Yeah. Give them whatever they want for that first overall pick. If you get another first rounder, see what Chicago wants. Or Nashville. Find the 2 teams that have the first 2 overall picks. And blank check, open book. Here's all our stuff. Take it. This team... I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now. This team needs some top-end talent badly. Are these young guys that are 18, 19 years old going to be top-end talent? Probably not right away. I've seen some of them play, though. These guys are going to be very good. At the very least, very good. Maybe even great. I'm not great with prospects. I'll be open about that. I'm not. Porter Martone, expected to go 4th overall this year. I've seen him in a couple OHL games. He's looked great. Michael Misa, I've heard great things. I haven't actually seen him play. Heard great things. Seen great clips of him. I don't see what there isn't to like about this draft. This is one of the better top 4 drafts there's been in a while. I don't think you can go wrong drafting either one of those 4. If you manage to, well, then somehow you went wrong. Or something happened. Something out of your control went wrong. Why am I out of breath after that? I should not be out of breath after that. Yeah. You got embarrassed on home ice. You had 10 shots after 2 periods. That's just not good. 6 of those came in the first. 4 of those came in the second. Those boys better get bag skated tomorrow. I get that it's a tough stretch of games here, and everyone's nervous about who's getting shipped out. You don't have your captain. You don't have an assistant captain, actually, in Charlie McAvoy either. You don't have Hampus Lindholm, who I think he's one of the longer tenured guys on this team now. Coyle, Zacha, I think both of those guys are going to be up there. Man. I mean, I love both sides of hockey. I shouldn't say that, but I do. I love the winning side. You're winning games, you're having fun, you're having a good time. This is the tank job side. You're losing games. You want to see steps for the future. I've mentioned this a few times in videos previous. You want to see that you're in these games. This has been a disaster season for Boston. They could end up fifth last, so whatever that is, just ahead of Buffalo. I think that would be 28th, if my math is right on that. If things go right, you can make the playoffs. Obviously, this team's selling. Moving Trent Frederick, who's currently injured, by the way. Merkulov was the fourth guy in the top 6. I really hope that my camera didn't shut off before then. Yeah. I mean, you got moves to be made. You got high-value guys on your team that can get traded. You gotta be able to do something here, Don. Yeah. This is gonna be a tough next few weeks. Tough few days, honestly. A lot of fan favorites could be getting moved out of town, unfortunately. If Matt Poitras does get sent down, like I said, hopefully that's in the video. Probably just going to be an AHL paper transaction so that he can get added to the roster come playoff time for Providence. Yeah, man, honestly. I want this team to do well. I know I said I love the winning and I love the losing aspect. Winning's so much more fun than losing, though. Honestly, ask anyone. Yeah. That's probably going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, I will be doing a little bit of trade deadline coverage if I can. Just probably making little short videos on all the different trades that happen on the day. And obviously, leading up, I'm trying to just do the bigger trades. I don't really feel like some of these trades over the past week have really deserved a full video. I probably could have combined them. But yeah, trade deadline coverage is coming. And then, yeah, 6 more weeks, I think. And then it's the end of the season. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you enjoyed. And thank you very much. Carolina's up next. Can't wait.